Hello, everyone. My name is Demetrius Griffin, and I'm here doing my critique on Infotainment, strictly for the people. So the first film I had was Super Size Me, which is a long-form program, which I seen previous times, but for this class, I wanted to watch it again, just from the filmmaker aspect of things, compared to a viewer. So the film was starring Morgan Spurlock as a protagonist in this film, basically going on a challenge to eat McDonald's for 30 straight days, every single meal that he ate. So the rules with this was, no matter what he ate, it had to be McDonald's product. And if he was offered supersize for the option of his meal, he had to take it, but could not do that on his own. So throughout this film, we watched him eat McDonald's for 30 straight days, every single meal. And we saw that the tolls that it took on his body, how much weight it made him gain, and the doctor visits that he had turned out to be quite terrible on the effect that McDonald's truly had on him. So it's quite interesting to see this all unfold for what it truly was, exploitation of McDonald's. So, as you can see from this film, the antagonist was strictly McDonald's. He wanted to show how terrible it is for you on a constant basis. Also, the health effects that it can do to your body. Because his true goal was really to find out the reasons for obesity in America. But with that came the case from two women who sued McDonald's for their recent weight gain that caused them to be obese. So throughout this, we learned a lot about how terrible McDonald's really is for you on a constant basis, especially when you eat it every single day. And Morgan truly exploited that. So as the film went on, we just get more insights on what exactly it does to your body and all the terrible things that come with that. And I think the end goal that he wanted to reach was reached on somewhat capacity. Now we may not know the entire reason for American obesity, but we know on a small scale things what McDonald's can do to you, and the constant eating and how McDonald's was somewhat physically addictive at the end. So after I got done watching Super Size Me, I went over to watch some more of a short form program, something that is a quicker turnaround, but more drama ridden and not more of a feature film type deal. This one was Decoder about the Statue of Liberty, and wow, this was some information I've never heard before in my life, and it was entertaining more so, but the truth behind it, it's kind of iffy to go off of. So the story basically focused off the construction of the Statue of Liberty by Bartoldi a while back, and growing up in history books and whatnot, you're always known as Statue of Liberty is known as Lady Liberty, things like that, and it's a powerful symbol. But this movie definitely takes it a whole different path of things. So we learned that Bartoldi actually decrypted, not decrypted, built the Statue of Liberty from two women who were important in his life, which was his mother and then his mistress, something I never knew before. So as you hear this, it's pretty interesting facts to learn about something so praised and I don't know, worshipped is actually something pretty foul and inappropriate, I should say. So we learned that a lot of underlying things also that the Statue of Liberty was built off of 1 inch measurements, which was pretty weird to a lot of people. And also a lot of people think that it's a sign of Illuminati, which is on America's forefront in New York City. So the decoded program goes more into more of this about the Illuminati and how they descripted this to get their point across in other ways. Also, it's a sign of satanism based off the devil. So people think it's another symbol for Lucifer, which is crazy. Also to hear about this. So here's like this from a movie. It's pretty interesting to get another take on things, but also you wonder where's the truth at from this movie. So it goes on and learn about more of this. And I think the director somewhat hit his goal of showing things from a different side of light, but it's also not a lot for me to want to believe or necessarily is it believable information at the same time. All right, and then the next long-form project I had was about the Real Da Vinci Code with Tony Robinson. Now this film was scaled back a little more informational reasons compared to actually entertainment. But it's a story that I've always wondered about because I never knew much about. Because when the original movie came out with Tom Hanks, I was a little bit younger, so the concept of the movie was less entertaining to me, but more factual, boring, things like that. But now as a aspiring filmmaker, a lot of things make more sense. So the film basically has the plot of basically French kings deriving from Jesus Christ himself and a woman named Mary. Now a lot of Christians denounce this movie on a daily basis for saying it's unfactual, things are made up, and it's also attacking the Roman Catholic Church as well. But when I watched the documentary, it's more of people find these facts and things about the Holy Grail and things like this to depict information on what exactly, because the whole Da Vinci Code itself is more of a mystery compared to anything. And it's not built a lot of facts, but it's more found off of things that people found out and have questions about. That's what I got from that. It's hard to truly depict a protagonist in this besides the main discoverer and his companion as well, who helped him out, the Kryptonian female. But just the story was still kind of hard to grasp for me as a concept. But I can understand the way the filmmaker portrays this film as a what if type deal. What if this would have happened? What if this would have happened? And what these kings really derived from Jesus Christ himself, which a lot of people find impossible to believe or even untrue to believe in that same circumstance. So definitely watching the last short form program was Potpourri, which is by far the funniest, the most entertaining video I had to watch throughout this entire assignment. So this film basically depicts how the general belief for men is that women don't poop or do anything for that nature, which is hilarious at the moment. Now we all know it's not true, but men like to believe that women don't defecate or anything into that nature. So this commercial comes straight at that for the head, and making jokes about how this woman can't go to her boyfriend's house without pooping because she doesn't poop or can't. So this spray head called Potpourri basically hides that smell, contains that smell from even escaping its walls or things like nature, which is pretty entertaining. Because I don't know if this is a serious product or whatnot, but it says over 4 million sold, so it must be. So the protagonist is obviously the spray itself, and the antagonist in this situation is definitely the opposers of the smell, so to say. The audience trying to hit, because the target audience in this is obviously females, but I don't know if it's a general spray for just aerosol bathroom spray or whatever. But in this audience, it's kind of going directly at women, which is so funny in itself. But generally, it's just aerosol spray, which happens to do a certain job. I'm pretty sure the director hit his job right in the head because from the numbers he gave, it has 4 million products sold, which is pretty great, honestly. 4 million units sold is actually doing something right. So I think for the product being sold that much, obviously he's doing his job right with the advertisement. We can't knock that at all.